Good morning, everyone. How you doing? I'm doing wonderful, thank you. So I'm here in the library, turned the computer on. I watched a couple of wonderful documentaries about gang stalking, and I had never realized, that was happening to me until I saw that there are so many people in the world that are going through it. And it's really interesting to know this fact that you're an individual, you're being targeted, and you're being disturbed in different manners by noisy sounds, by violent behavior, that they really try to get a piece of you, like trying to turn you mad and then get a reaction out of you. And if you try to report it, then they're going to be like, okay, he has a psychological problem. But the greatest thing for you is to collect the evidence. It fell, so I'm going to edit it. No. But the greatest evidence is that you collect the evidence and then show it to the official that you can take the report of whatever is happening to you. So right behind me, you see, there's a perp. There's a perp. This perp is always here. Whenever I'm here, he has a headphones on, and then he's listening, reporting. They have their cell phones. They have their communication styles. They use the body languages, gestures, and the hand gesture, hand signs, fingers, to kind of like communicate with one another. They exist everywhere. They're going to be in the place of your residence, and they're going to be in the classroom, anywhere. It's a very common fact. But the greatest thing is you seek around and find the community that are going through it, Like, I had no idea how to name it, it just kind of was really making me wonder what it really is, like you see the cars parked, you see the people looking at you and then just walking around paying attention. It's just like you're being followed, so it's a gang stalk. Hi, perp. Look at the perp in the back. That little perp. So, the helicopters was another thing, that they come so much violently. It's just like you're somebody with a pack of drugs inside your home. You're being followed and you're threatened. There are different steps that they're using, different methods to kind of like confuse you and then terrify you. But the greatest thing is your attitude, your understanding of the fact that this is happening. You're actually not somebody who's going through a schizophrenic level or who has a psychological problem. This is the truth of them spotting an individual and then victimizing that person. Because, some information which is so much unclassified and you can't really share it with the people. They're afraid that people might get awake and just turn against them. That's a fact. But approaching the perp is another idea that you can do. You just walk over and then smile and talk. Never get in any bilateral confrontation with them. Like, never get angry, never get pissed off, because that's what they want. They want you to stumble and fall. Okay? So you see the perps here? There's another perp, you see, that use the noise of its shoes. That's what they use mainly to disturb you while you're studying. And the violent peckings on the keyboard is another way of disturbance that they're using. They're quiet. They want your attention. If you don't give them, they suffer a lot. They think they're on the brink of Mission Impossible because it's not happening. So videotaping is the greatest idea. And I'm so glad to find out, that there are people who exist, a lot of people, that are going through the same level of insane, obnoxious, crazy swirl of situations, and you're not alone into it. Always smile, be positive, and things are going to change good. They can get in your skin. Once they realize they can, then they're going to piss off for good. You see? The perps. They appear all of a sudden here. It's always empty when you're not around, but when you're here, they always come here. You see? The noises, the violent noises of them putting down their pens. Okay, so whatever. I'm here in the library. I have to be silent but I just wanted to take a footage of what it is really about. A live footage. Okay? So, you guys have a good time. Bye-bye. Well, we had a discussion back in the library about the perps, the handlers, the Freemasons, and the gang stalkers, and etc. But now I want to add a comment, here, that how do people become perps? What's the real purpose? What's the reason behind them becoming perps? Okay, first is the false propaganda that they're spreading against someone. Like, I was called Nazi in the entire university here, which I really proved them wrong. And the next one is that they probably threaten them or pay them or maybe victimize them the similar way that they're trying to do with me. Here used to have a lot of cars here around, which they don't have it right now anymore. So what they were doing here was, park their cars and then go in a very slower motion. And they've stopped it because I told the federal police is here about their all activities, okay? So we're going to talk more about it, so have a nice time and thank you. Well, you might wonder, how else are they doing their activities? Mostly it's the hand signs that they have. And why do people become one of them? It's because they do the similar crap to them, harass them, scare them, watch them 24/7 with helicopters flying around and the cars parking around, driving around, and using different methods, playing voices to them to scare them, and having people, to run after them. They do it in a way that you think something is really happening right there. Like you've done something, imagine if you have done something, you're gonna just freak out, in that moment. Even a little thing, even a little wrong. So they suck, they're evil, they're Freemasons. They all serve their owners, who are the chosen people, you know them pretty well yourself. As you see, sitting here is another perp, and this perp is always following me. Take a look. Near my classes, everywhere here around town. That's it. Look at my doggy. It's coming. Look at my doggy. It's coming. Look at my doggy. It's coming. Look at that doggy. It's coming. This is a dog here abandoned by its owners, and so lovely and so wonderful. It's a great company, Wants to play. Won't you leave? Oh, look at doggy. And I'm going to rub its tummy. Look at that. I want to bite those perps' asses for me. Would you do that, please? Oh, look at my doggy. It's my doggy. It's sweet doggy. Bring your chest on. Oh, it's time to play with my doggy. Look how awesome he is. Doggy, 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 turn around, doggy. Okay, doggy wants to sleep. This is another perp here, a very famous one, that is kind of like a trap, that they try to catch fishes with. But always keep in mind that the struggles are real, and there are people who are going through, these harsh times that really need your support. So maybe you could share the message to them, and just spread the awareness, that these things are happening to people, and these kind of evils exist in this universe that really needs to be fought against and stopped.